Guys, welcome back. So in this section we will handle our review routes like uh, create review, update review, get all reviews and the delete review. Okay, so in this video first of all I want to handle that how we can create or update a review of a user on any product. Okay, so for that I am not going to create a separate controller file. I'm simply going to work in my products controller. Okay, so at the end I will simply create here a route that is called, first of all, create new review, and will go to /api/v1/review. Okay, and then let's type in here exports dot create product review. So catch async errors, async function. That first of all I have to pull the three things from request.body. First of all the ratings, okay, like 4, 5 or 3 the rating, and then the comment, and then also the product ID on which user has given the review. Okay, so I will provide the ID in the request.body. Okay, so after getting all these things, first of all I have to prepare here a review object that I want to add in the database. So first of all the user who has given the review, definitely request.user._id, the currently logged in user has given the review. Then we have to put in here the name of the user, so request.user.name. Then also let's put here the rating, and I need to wrap it in the number, and then also let's put in here the comment that user will have typed for that product. Okay, and now first of all what I want to do here is, now this route not only manages the new review but also update review. If user has already given review on this product, then I have to update the previous its previous review. Okay, so for that I simply have to first of all find this product in the database. So const product equals to await product dot find by ID, and we pass in the product ID, and I check that const is reviewed. Okay, so I will check that this product is reviewed or not. So for that I simply type here product dot reviews. We know that reviews is array of all the reviews, so dot find, and in the find I'm simply going to type that r for review, and I check that if r dot user dot to string, if it is equal to request dot user dot id dot to string. Okay, so I will check that if review dot user, and if any review matches with the current user, then this means that this user already has reviewed this product. Okay, so if he has already reviewed the product, that if is reviewed, if the product is reviewed, then we have to update the product, else we have to create the new, basically new review. Okay, so I simply, if it is new review, then I simply type in here product dot reviews dot push the review that is created above. Then also we have to update the product dot num of reviews, that will be equal to product dot reviews dot length. Okay, so if the user, this product is not already reviewed by this user, then we have to push the review in the reviews array of the product, and we also have to update the num of reviews in this case. Okay, but if it is already reviewed, this means that I have to update the review of that user for this product. So what I do is I simply type here product dot reviews dot for each review I will simply check that if review dot user dot toString matches with the request dot user dot id dot toString. Okay, then I simply have to type here review dot comment equals to the comment that is above, and review dot rating is equal to the current rating that we have provided now. Okay, so I hope that you understand. First of all, we will find that if it is reviewed or not, and if it is reviewed, then we are updating the review, and if it is not reviewed, then we are simply pushing the new review in the review array. Okay, then after doing that, we also have to calculate the overall rating. We know that we have three things. If I go to my data, I can show you here. I have number of reviews that we have already updated. We have also updated the reviews, but we also have to manage these ratings, overall ratings. Okay, so let's handle this one. So now the product dot ratings, we have to find the average rating. So for that I'm going to use a method called reduce. So product dot reviews dot reduce. Okay, so basically reduce method help us to, it accepts multiple value and it give us one value and the result. For example, if I type here in the reduce accumulator and then the item, then I simply type here that for each item dot rating, I need to add the accumulator and pass in the 0. Okay, so we will add all the ratings and then we will divide that with the product dot reviews dot length. Okay, so we will reduce the reviews, we will add all the ratings. Okay, so item dot ratings, we will add all the ratings and then we will divide all the ratings by the reviews length. All right, so this reduce method will basically reduce the multiple values to one single value, which is our result. So now we have set the reviews, number of reviews and ratings for the new, and for the comment and rating we have set this also there, and then we are simply calculating the overall ratings, and then that's it. We simply type in here say await product dot save. Okay, so we have to save the product and then also pass in here that validate before save to false, and then let's simply res dot status of 200 dot json and put in here success true. Save it, and let's go to the routes product. In that I simply going to at the end type here router dot route to slash review dot put, and that is authenticated user, and then the create product review. Okay, so we have to also bring that in, paste it, and now let's test this route. If I go to the postman products, get all products, and let's bring in from the page 1. Now for example, I want to review this product, which is the cane USB. You can see that reviews are empty, so I simply go to new tab, that is put. I need to type in here domain slash API slash v1 slash review. Okay, and then in the body I have to pass three things. First of all, the rating. I just type here like 5 stars, and let's put in here the comment. I type here quality is good. for example. And then we have to also pass in the product ID, that will be this one. Control C, and let's put in here. Okay, and if I click on send, you will see that success true. If we go to get all products and send, now you will see that rating is 5, and in the reviews you can see that we get here the ID of the user, name, rating, and the comment. And if I go back, for example, I want to update the rating, I simply type here 4. Okay, now if I click on send, so cannot read property to string of undefined. Alright, so let me check it. 115. So that is, let me log here the product.reviews, and if I click on send again, you will see here the ID. So the user is not in there, so I have put the user there. Oh, I haven't added this in the model. If I go back, this is really a silly mistake. I haven't added the user here, so I simply copy this one and put it right here. Simply save it. Okay, and now if I go back, I think so I have to delete it. What I do is I get the second product, this one, which is a chair mount, and go to the body and paste this ID, and now if I click on send, so success true. If I click on send here, you will see that, so this chair mount, the rating is 4, and we have this review. Now we have user in it. Good. But if I want to update the ratings from to 5, simply click on send. So now success is true. If you go back, now you will see that the review is updated to 5, and here it is also 5, and this is a jar mount. Okay, so that was silly mistake. I hope that you understand. So I simply save this route, create / update review, create or update review of product. Good. Save, and that's it. Simply close it. Okay, and I hope that you understand what we have done here. Let's also remove this log from here. Okay, so now we are done with the create new and update review. In my next video, I will handle the route that will display all the reviews for this specific product. Okay, so I will see you in the next video. Okay, so welcome back to this course. So in my previous video, I have created the first route to create new review, and now in this video I want to get all the reviews for a specific product. Okay, so I simply go to the end. After this controller method, I simply type here get product reviews, that goes to /API/v1, and then the reviews. Okay, let's put in here also admin. No, this is not admin route, because anyone can see the reviews on our product details page, so this is not admin route. Okay, so exports dot get, that is get product reviews. Okay, so that will be catch missing error, so cons product equals await product dot find by ID, and we will pass the ID in the request.query.id. Okay, so I'm going to pass the ID in the query, and then we simply have to return, so res.status 200.json, and that I simply pass in here the success to true, and then the reviews, that will be product dot reviews. Okay, so let's save it, go to the product route, let's close this model, so slash reviews. Okay, that is get, and this is get product reviews. Copy it, paste in here. Simply save it. Now if I go back to my Postman, get domains slash API slash v1 slash reviews, and then we have to pass in here the ID that will be equal to, for example, I type here this jar mount, Control C, and click on send. You will see here I get reviews of this product, and if I type here the ID of another product like this one that don't have any review, click on send, you will see get here an empty array. Okay, so it is working properly. Simply save it, get all reviews, get all reviews of a specific product. Okay, and let's save this. Oh, we don't have to save it in orders, we have to save it in the, let's create a new folder here that is called review. Let's put in the review, and I think so we also have to put this in the how I can save as. So create and update review of a product. Okay, and save to the review. Okay, and now let's delete this one. Okay, good. So now in the next video I want to handle my last video of the backend, that is delete the review. Okay, so I will see you in the next video. Okay, so welcome back to this course. So in the previous video you have got all the products reviews. Now in this video I want to handle the how to delete the review of a product. Okay, so for that, first of all, let's copy this function from here, this controller function, put in here and delete product review, and I will pass it in the query. Okay, so that is delete review, and first of all we have to find the product in the request request.query.id. We find the product, and then we have to filter the reviews. Okay, so const reviews equals to product.reviews filter, and I want to filter all the reviews if review dot underscore id equals to dot to string equals to or not equal to the request dot query dot id dot to string. Okay, so this means that this is the product reviews. So I want to filter the products. So if the review ID, every review has an ID. If I go here to show you, you can see that every review has an ID. So if that ID is not equal to the ID that is in the query, then we have to add it in the reviews. But if that matches, then don't have to add that particular review in the reviews. Okay, so it will have all the reviews except that we want to delete. Okay, so now we have got all the filtered reviews. Now we have to also calculate the ratings. So what I do is I simply copy this line from here. So copy, put in here, and let's save it inside a variable that is called const ratings. So product.reviews.reduce item dot plus ratings plus accumulator and divide by the reviews dot length, which is this one. Okay, so now it will basically, we have reviews and also we have the ratings that is calculated. Now we also have to manage one more thing that is called const num of reviews that will be equal to reviews dot length. We know that we have to manage three things: reviews, number of reviews, and the ratings. So we are done with that, and now we simply have to update the product. So what I do is I simply pass in here await product dot find by id and update. We simply pass in here the request dot query dot id. Okay, and then we simply have to pass in here the reviews, then the ratings, then also we have to pass in here the num of reviews. Okay, and then let's also pass in here an object to just avoid some warnings. So new to true, then run validators to true, then use find and modify to false. Okay, and then we have to simply pass in here success true. Oh, one more thing, that I have to pass two things here in the query. One is the ID of the product and one is the ID of the review. Okay, so that is product ID. Okay, so this is the product ID, and then this query ID is the ID of the review that I want to delete. Okay, so I think so we are done. Simply save it, go to the product, and let's put in here this is delete review. And this is delete. Okay, so now if I go back to my Postman, click on new tab, delete domain /API /v1/reviews, and then the ID will be equal to, now let's delete review of this product. So I simply copy its ID from here, and now this is the product ID, not the single ID. So product ID, that is this, and the ID of the review that we have to pass in here is this one. So not this one, this one. So copy and paste it here. Okay, so now if I click on send, so success true. If I click on get all products and click on send, you will see here the review is gone. Okay, so simply save this route. I type here delete review. So delete review of a product. Okay, so simply save to review, close this one, do not save, and we are good to go. Okay, so now we have basically done our backend for at this moment. We just have to add the payments and the Cloudinary for the images, and we can add those two functionalities when we start our front end. Okay, because we have to pass some data from the front end, and then it is only possible for us to manage these two functionalities. Okay, so that's it for this video. In my next section, I'm going to start the front end. I will install the React, and then we will move on and add all the functionalities on the front end. And I am pretty excited for the front end. Okay, so I will see you in the next video.